Hi, and welcome to PicksCast. I'm Danny. This is Max. Week 6.
Week 6. Coming in hot? I don't know.
I mean, I'll tell you what. There's only a few good games. I was kind of looking up and down the list of who's playing. Not too many good games, or at least the games that are that exciting.
Isn't tonight? Tonight's like Chargers Broncos. It's a good one.
No.
No, it's not? Okay.
No, that's not a good game.
It's that is happening. It's just not a good game.
I don't know. Actually, it'd be nice to see Phillip Rivers beat the Broncos. Although, as a Patriots fan, we'd obviously be pulling for the Chargers, so the Patriots could have more of a higher chance of getting home field advantage because we're going to be dealing with Pittsburgh and Denver. Probably not for the rest of the season. So every game matters if you're a Pats fan because it's kind of important.
Super important.
Tell you what, it was a big week in sports, not just football.
Big week in sports.
Big week in general. We had the second debate.
Oh, we're going right into the debate? Okay.
No, we're not going to talk about it. That was ridiculous. Although, Trump...
We're not going to talk about it, except for right now.
Real quick, Trump, honestly, he is so funny. He is... Dude, his one-liners during the debate, I don't agree with him. I don't think he's fit to be president. I think on every PicksCast we kind of talk about it. It's kind of known. But, I mean, he is just funny. He is such a showman. He is just such a showman. He should just go on Broadway.
Yeah.
Fuck, creating his own, media news network. He should just go on Broadway. I would so see that show.
It's just funny that, he's so New York. He's, the worst caricature of a New York person I could possibly imagine. Yeah. He's interrupting people. He's rude. He's saying things and then immediately saying he didn't say them. He's being racist, sexist, whatever. It's everything that he's doing is for his own benefit. Just like fucking slimeball. But it is funny to watch him get up there.
God, he's just pacing around. He's standing next to Hillary. He's hovering around her.
He looks like a fucking creepy like he's gonna kill her at the end of the movie.
And then they had the hot mic thing with sexual assault, and it looks like he's about to sexually assault Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, right then. And I like how he leans into the mic. Did you ever watch Family Feud?
Oh yeah, dude, are you kidding me?
So they're we need things you wear on your arms or on your wrist. And the first guy is wristwatch, and the second guy, how when they get down the line, there's always somebody in that family who leans right into the microphone like this, and is I'm gonna go with the Jesus bracelet. He does that, he does that in his mic. Only he's insulting Hillary or saying some sexist thing. She's thank God you're not in charge, and he goes because then you'd be in jail.
I know,
and it's so creepy. It's so
But I love the one-liners. He knows exactly how to, his timing is perfect.
Yeah,
I love it. What a showman. He's not gonna be president. Let's honestly move on from the day. Let's just really quickly recap baseball.
Oh yeah, such a bummer.
So for those of you who watched that Red Sox series, it was pretty.
That sucked.
It just was really tough as a Red Sox fan. When I watched that first game, I've obviously had a huge overreaction about what I thought about the Red Sox, even though I barely watched them all year. Is the young guys whatever? This is what I saw. They looked shook. No,
yeah, what I saw was Terry Francona just fucking the Red Sox exactly like he knew how to fuck the Red Sox. Yeah. That's what I really thought. Because other than that, there's no reason the Indians had no business winning that. It's their top two starters were hurt. It's the Red Sox best offense in baseball. They're starting there's 4 and 5 starters in games 1 and 2. It made no fucking sense. Francona fucked them. He knew exactly what to do, how to play people. He knew not to let them win. He knew he had to win game 1. That everyone would get all shook up if they lost game 1. It was Francona. His Tito's revenge.
Yeah, and when he
but
left,
it sucked. It really sucked.
And it was really unfortunate as a Red Sox fan to see Big Papi go out like that. Even one of my best friends who we literally every day just text each other talking shit. It's just brutal. Just absolutely brutal. And he even was I'm really sorry that Big Papi went out. Dude, I was really sad.
Yeah.
Did I text you
it was
or
over
something?
before you. It was over before you realized it. and it was like it was not even a grand show off,
send
off or whatever.
It was so close of being tied up. You need a base hit.
Yeah, it just sucked.
Yeah,
but Ortiz's career. I mean, who do you think's the two kings of Boston? Ortiz and Brady, right?
Yeah.
And you look at Brady, you're like, oh, that makes sense. It's a white guy.
Larry Bird.
Well, now in the last 10 years.
Okay. Yep.
And Bird's only got 2 championships. 3? Well, doesn't have 4.
I think he has 3. I should know this. Let's see. Larry.
So I guess what I'm saying is like, how crazy is it that like a giant Dominican dude became like the on the Mount Rushmore of Boston athletes, like, and not only that, but taking over, taking the city on his back, and I mean well, there's nothing like rooting for him. It was so awesome.
David Ortiz was one of the best characters that Boston has ever seen, even with Manny Ramirez. I mean, he was like the most lovable guy ever. Like, he gave so much to charity, like Tom Brady, so much, like more than I think probably the majority of baseball players. One of the most clutchest athletes of all time. If you look at the 4 major American sports, he's got to be top 10.
Most clutch athlete?
Yeah. Oh, of course. Are you kidding me? How many big hits he's had?
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, that's an incredibly hard thing to quantify. But yeah, I know. I see what you're saying.
Like Robert Ory's probably in that list.
Yeah, Robert Ory's number 1. Robert Ory has 7 championship
7 rings. Got more than Michael.
Fucking lunatic.
I know. What a boss.
Anyway, it was a bummer. We loved Ortiz. And he was the last guy, from like those old Red Sox Yankees. Like, I remember turning on a Red Sox Yankees game this year and being like, who gives a fuck? Like,
I know, because the Yankees sucked.
They sucked, and there's nobody that like hates each other. Like those old teams, those Pedro teams, the fucking like
dude, Alex Ramirez, the fucking fights, the Don Cheaters, Zimmer like having a meltdown.
Those are great.
Intense, like so intense.
And so he was like the last guy, Ortiz was like the last guy from those, those groups. I mean, whatever, it sucked.
But I'll tell you what though. I mean, within our lifetime, Max, we've seen all of our Boston teams have their rivals be at the peak of their game at least a few times. Red Sox, Yankees, right? Mm-hmm. During those times. Lakers, Celtics.
Yeah.
And then like us Colts with Peyton Manning and the Peyton Mannings. You know what I mean? It's been pretty cool. We've had some intense showdowns and big rivalries that like, I don't know. I think it's been awesome.
It's pretty awesome. I can't imagine it's going to be a bummer. I mean, you think they can keep winning championships at once every 2 or 3 years?
No.
Like, it's insane.
I mean, they still have Dustin.
Can you imagine like rooting for the Red Sox for like 50 years? And then in like 98, you're like, fuck this. This sucks. Mm-hmm. And then you just give up. And then suddenly like 04, 07, like oh man.
What was the last one? 2012? No. 14.
14 was the Patriots. Didn't they win in 11 or 12 maybe? I don't know. But they won. They won a shitload.
Yeah, no, we won in 2014.
13-7-4.
Oh, 2013.
4-7-13.
Yeah. All right. Well, enough about baseball. Well, by the way,
we love Ortiz.
We love Ortiz. Looks like that Cubs game. Did you see that the other day?
Yeah, it was fucking unbelievable.
Wow.
I fucking hate the Cubs.
I'll tell you what. I think they're gonna lose.
When's the last time you went to a baseball game? Like it's
about 5 months ago.
I think they're like outdated now because you go to a baseball game and all anyone's doing is looking at their phone.
Well, that's what they do. Like when you're watching a baseball game, the cameramen's like will always go to the crowd and everyone's like,
yeah, just looking at their phone. So one time I was at, how Fenway has like the upstairs?
Yeah.
So I was on the upstairs and so I could look down. The cameraman, there's these big cameramen and there's these big cameramen scattered like around the ballpark. And so they're moving the camera and they're looking around and they got this big giant viewfinder on their thing. So I could look over when I was sitting above him, so I could look over his shoulder onto his viewfinder, his like touchscreen or whatever. And it was cool because like they would look around the crowd and they'd look for like kids with Red Sox hats or whatever. But what happened was I see him and he puts his hand to his headset and he looks behind him and he's like, what? Oh, okay. And he turns things and he punches a button. And the viewfinder changes, and they're just looking down girls' shirts at like giant tits, Like the whole game. The whole game. It was unreal. I was just like, that's it? That's your job? That's it?
So what happens when you get home from work? Like, how was work, honey? Great.
Only 82 more games.
He's like, I saw some... Yeah, I'm just going to go change.
Just trying to help out the kids and,
That's awesome.
It was nuts. I think that's all they do.
I guess that's what they do.
But anyway, yeah, so baseball, I don't know. Last time, baseball is great. You go waste an afternoon.
Yeah.
Right? But it's like, I don't know, you pay attention once every 80 seconds.
Well, because we go to Dodger games. So I've been going to a lot of National League games. So National League games aren't usually as high scoring.
Okay.
Because they don't have a DH. That's like one thing about going to these games. They're not as high scoring as like an American League game. I mean, dude, it's insane. When you look at American League final scores versus National League, it's pretty significant. So not a lot of action, but I've been to a ton of Dodger games throughout the years. I used to go a lot when I was in college.
Yeah.
But
I've never been to Dodger Stadium.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I've only been to two baseball stadiums, Red Sox, or Fenway Park, and I went to Coors Field when I was in Denver.
Really?
Coors Field was awesome. That you walk in and they like throw a Coors Light at you and you're like, okay.
You've had to have been to a Dodger game. You just don't remember.
No, I've never been to a Dodger game. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I went to an Angels game.
Okay. You've been to an Angels game.
And that sucked.
Their stadium's kind of weird.
Their stadium's super weird. It's like low. And it was just a million old people. And they were so quiet and like overly respectful. Like I was watching a Red Sox Angels game, and I was like, "Yeah, you guys fuck these chumps, blah blah blah," and someone was like, "Excuse me, can you sit down and be quiet, please?" And I was like, oh, what? Okay."
Well, it's because they're conservative. It's
when something nice happened, no one would cheer. There was like a very polite, like, "Oh, golf clap, very nice, excellent job, Albert, like great shit, great hit," And it was unbelievable. It was like a fucking Twilight Zone.
They call Mike Trout like Michael. Like,
excellent
great
job.
hit, Michael.
Nice job, Michael. He's really coming along.
I got a little snafu there for a playoff game.
Jesus. Were you fucking break an old man's hip? Is that what happened?
No, I think I told you about this. I punched the guy through the railing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then I saw one of my childhood best, like, good friends, older brother outside.
Yeah.
Rocking out. He was like, "Oh, like, why are you leaving early?" Like, he's like, "I gotta go." And I was like, I got kicked out of the game.
Funny story. Got thrown out.
I didn't really get thrown out. I had to go.
Yeah, you have to leave immediately.
I didn't get, like, escorted. But, yeah. Okay. Moving on. Let's go to football. Speaking of, not escorted, but actually.
Speaking of escorts,
they probably do. Good for them. Good for you guys. All right, we have the Denver Broncos playing tonight in San Diego. The horses are riding down. Not like a terribly long journey for those horses, right? I mean, they're going to San Diego. I mean, it'd be one thing if they're going to like Florida. They got to go. I don't know.
Galloping.
Not too bad. Not too bad. They could probably make it in like 4 or 5 days. Steady trot.
Have you ridden a horse?
Yes, as a kid.
Did you like just sort of walk, or did you gallop?
I was so young. I was like a pony. So
it's hard to ride a horse. Did you know that?
Well, Jews don't really do horses.
Jews don't do horses. Okay, you're right. That's fucking
no, but seriously,
so convenient.
No, but seriously,
what do Jews do?
No, we're not cowboys. That's for one thing. Besides one of my roommates.
Jews don't do horses.
No,
okay.
But yeah, I rode a pony as a kid. But yeah, it looks difficult.
It's hard. Like you think it, like you watch cowboy movies or whatever. It's not a big deal. And then, like, because the thing, you bounce in the saddle, so you're hitting your balls like every second, and you have to stand on the stirrups. So you have to time it so like you're standing and like knocking your nuts on this guy.
I couldn't do that.
Like you can't just hold on to him. You don't go up and down. You go like. It's like an accordion kind of. It sucks. Riding a horse sucks, especially a long distance. Like that's what I do to ride a long way. They show up like sweaty. They're like it's an exercise.
Well, yeah, because a lot of upper body strength. You got to stay on your legs.
It's not as much upper body. The upper body's sort of just.
But you're like
pushing. You're steering. You're not like holding on. You're holding on with like your crotch.
Horses aren't even cute anyway. They're gross.
Horses are gross. I love. There's like a romantic carriages all over Boston, like a horse like the couple sits in the carriage in the back and the guy. But what always happens is the horse ends up taking a giant shit, like, and that's all that the couple's staring at.
In a box or just on the street?
On the street.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
You're like, oh, what a lovely romantic dinner. Martha, I've been meaning to ask you this for a long time. Will you marry... You know, like, they just get like... That's my fantasy, I guess. Anyway. I'm sorry, what the fuck were we talking about? Oh, horses and escorts, right?
So, yes. The Broncos are playing at San Diego tonight. I like Phillip Rivers. I mean, I've said that a million times. I really like him. I think he's going to win. Plus, I want Denver to lose because of the Patriots. Although, me and Max last week both had 11 wins, by the way. Not bad.
Way, way up.
I mean,
from your 4
exponentially better.
In terms of picking the games.
Yes. I'll take it. I will take that. Okay. Yeah, I'm taking Chargers. Is Simeon playing? Is he still injured?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, we'll just say he's still injured. Paxton Lynch is probably... I'll just say, he had a shoulder injury. That stuff's, tough to come back from, especially as a quarterback.
Chargers you taking?
Yeah, I'll take Chargers.
I'll take Broncos.
Okay.
Mostly because... No, I hate the fucking Broncos. No,
I know.
I'm doing Chargers.
Go to Chargers. Come on.
I was going to do it just to do something different, but I hate
Sometimes you have to kamikaze these picks for Patriots love. You just have to do it. There's no way around it. You just got to do it. Don't be an asshole. All right. By the way, the line for that game, what do you think it is?
It's got to be 3-4 maybe for the Broncos.
Stick with your first one. 3-point Broncos. He got it on the fucking nose. You love to see it. Good job, Max. All right. Next, we have the 49ers getting in their trucks, and they're taking a cross-country trip to Buffalo.
Ooh, that's a fucking serious...
Oh, Kaepernick's playing? Oh, shit! Love it.
With the afro. Does he still have an afro?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah, he's got an afro.
I thought he was doing cornrows for a while. I think how often can you take out and put in cornrows? Is that a big thing or no?
It takes a long time. Kidding me?
But is it bad for your hair to, take it out and put it in?
I don't know.
How does it grow? Does it grow into a cornrow?
I'll tell you what. My dad has hair like Colin Kaepernick. He has that Jufro like that.
Oh.
Where it's
Yeah.
Like in the 70s, you saw a picture of my dad. It's like Colin Kaepernick,
Fluff.
but a white Jew. I don't know. My dad never put his hair in cornrows. I should ask him that question.
Yeah, I feel like if you have the hair, you got to try cornrows at some point.
Oh, you have to. I couldn't do cornrows. It would look ridiculous. But so funny, though.
I remember when you used to have your little bangs. That was the cutest thing in the world. You look like Carl from The Walking Dead.
Carl? Is that show still...
Yeah, dude. It's coming back in 2 weeks.
It's a really good show? Is Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, with Gambino.
Glover.
Yeah,
Danny Glover.
That's what I said.
So
I watched
good.
the first episode. It was all right.
It's really good.
Does it get,
gets way better. Way better. Wow. Really impressed. Yeah, you should definitely check it out.
I watched the first episode of Westwood last night.
Westworld. That show's great.
Yeah. It's getting good. I fell asleep, so... I started at 2:30 a.m., so...
That's a creepy way to go to bed.
And then the other one I did was The Night Of. Did you watch that one, the HBO one?
That was...
So New York. So New York.
Love that. That was good. There's been some really, really good stuff coming out of HBO, I'll tell you that much. Crankin'. No, huge fan. And I love that show on Amazon, Catastrophe. Great.
Yeah, you tell me about that one.
Dude, it's so fucking funny.
Kind of a funny pick for you. It's like a romantic-y thing, isn't it?
No.
Okay.
It's a comedy. I mean, the premise is, I guess, it's people falling in love, but she is so talented. She wrote the whole thing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, I don't know what her name is, but that show is
the chick.
One of the funniest shows I think, honestly, I've ever seen. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Let's catch up about football. All right,
what are you doing? I'm going Bills.
I'm going 49ers. I like Cap.
All right.
I think Cap's going to be pumped up. I think he's going to be fucking loose and ready to fucking
I tell you what's
do work.
Not that warm up in upstate New York. I don't know if you remember. Have you ever been to upstate New York? It sucks.
I think as a kid.
No offense, Buffalo, but it sucks. I went to... I've been to Rochester, I've been to Buffalo, and I've been to...
Their tailgates look like so much fun.
Oh, they look like so much fun.
God, that looks so fucking awesome. I want to go to one of those games.
Yeah. Who do you think is the craziest fan in football?
Oh, Raiders. It's not even a question.
I think it was the Raiders.
No. Trust me, it's the Raiders. Are you talking about like? All right, fine. How about this? Go to a Raiders game and wear the other team's jersey and see.
No. I'm not talking about like you'll get killed if you wear the wrong thing. Like, what do you think is the most fun tailgate?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I mean, Bills are kind of known for it.
Bills are known for it.
Philadelphia.
Here's where we'll cross off Seahawks right away. Fucking losers.
Yes.
Everyone in Seattle's a loser. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
They're not all losers.
What happened to Max in Seattle? Jesus. Bad touch?
If you want to have a really fun little afternoon, just look up Seattle fans' reaction to Super Bowl, the Malcolm Butler interception.
Oh, I've seen.
I know you've seen them because I made you watch like 10 of them.
No,
and I sent like 300 of them.
You always send me shit. I love it. Love it.
The one, those Vines last night. I couldn't believe I found those. I found my Vine account last night. Who knew?
That Richard Sherman one. Oh.
I'll tweet it from the PicksCast.
Please. It's so funny. If you're a Patriots fan, you'll love it too.
Danny asked me to send him that like once a week.
No. Literally, no. He legit like once a month. I will be like, hey, how do I find it?
I'm like, did you download the Vine app like the last 30 times you asked me? He's like, nah. I don't know.
You have to like scroll up on your thing.
Is this one of those meme things?
Yeah, one of our friends said that last night. That was pretty funny. He knows what it's called. He just wanted to say it.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going San Francisco. You're going Buffalo. All right. Next game. My boy Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles are flying a very short flight to Washington to play the Washingtons. It's a 10 o'clock game /1. I'll tell you what. NFC East rivalry, right? This is pretty big. It's got.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, I couldn't care less about the Eagles, Washingtons, or the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? But or the Giants, but they all hate each other so bad. And so I kind of want to be like, I kind of just want to go to like a Giants bar on like Giants. I feel like I stumbled into one of them last year.
No, there's what's a Giants bar? I'll think of it in a sec. It'll come to me. All right, so
I'm going Eagles.
I'm going Eagles too. I like Carson Wentz. They almost won last week. They only lost by like 1 or some bullshit. I picked that game too. I knew they were gonna lose. Fucking knew it. Trap game. That was the fucking.
The Eagles. They lost to the Lions by 1.
Yeah, they really got screwed. Is that why this is here for the Who Gets Screwed segment of the week? Take this down. Are you like seriously fixing shit? What are you doing?
Yeah, Dan. I fix stuff. I guess Jews don't use screwdrivers either. Is that the?
No. I put together some stuff.
Legos
when I was 5. All right, moving on. We got Cleveland, who's a guy, so he's probably getting in a car and he's driving to Tennessee.
Jim Brown.
Yeah, that's right. We said Jim Brown.
Bob Brown, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, whatever. Not Jim Brown. The guy's name's Brown. He's like an old coach or something. Pretty lame guy.
At Tennessee.
Cleveland. Indians game still stings.
Yeah, some fucking dude was chirping me about like we're the Windians, and like he referred to Cleveland as Title Town. I was like,
yeah,
what?
Title Town, one title.
That one time.
Singular, not plural. I mean, I guess I'm
going Titans. 100%.
Okay. First of all, the Titans aren't a good football team.
Hey, tell that to DeMarco.
And they are a 7-point favorite at home. That's how shitty the Browns are. That's incredible. They're a 7, dude. This might be the pick of the week.
Ooh.
Take the Browns points. What do you have to lose? Fuck it. Just go all in. If you're a Browns fan, I take those points. I'm going Tennessee. I can't.
Are you from Tennessee?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Tennessee to win the game, but I think the Browns cover. All right. Next game, Ravens. Also a nice short bird flight to New York. God, these Eagles and Ravens, good for you guys. Not too long of a trip. That's actually a pretty good game. What do you think the line is?
I'm looking at it. It's 3.
Yeah, okay.
But 3. It's at home anyway, so it's sort of a push, right? Is that what that means?
Well, the home team always gets 3.
Yeah.
And so least Westgate has him at 3.5, so they think like they give him the 3 plus the other half a point.
Plus a little smidge.
A little, which always fucks you. If you always take a half, just buy a point and just bring it back down. It's always brutal losing off a half a point.
Ugh.
You hate to see it. I don't know. I don't even know what to make of Baltimore. I don't know if Joe Flacco's good. I honestly don't. I couldn't tell you. I really don't. I have their running back, though. Ooh. Speaking of having players and being part of a fantasy team.
Dan, on the board.
First win.
Bingo bango.
First win. And
congratulations.
I won it legitly, too. Here's what happened. The day of the games, the person I was going against had like several people on buys, so it looked like I was just gonna automatically just blow him out. But then he like puts Andy Dalton and some other players, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm probably gonna lose." And I beat him by like 20.
You're on the board.
I'm on the board. I'm like 2 games out of getting into the playoffs. I need you, John, and Carlos to keep losing. So
I see you made a shitload of moves.
Tons of moves.
Latavius Murray.
Oh.
You picked back up TJ Yeldon, who you had previously dropped. Is that right?
Classic Dan move.
Classic Dan move. Let's see. Drafted, dropped, added right back.
Hey, I keep these guys on their toes, Max.
Hey, yeah. If they don't perform, they're getting cut from the pickles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the way it goes. I'll tell you what. 2 people I had on this last week that I picked up was Bennett and Riddick. They both went off.
Nice.
And
Martellus. Yeah.
And I picked up Minnesota's defense, and they went off too. All right, so moral of the story is, got my first W.
Congratulations, Dan.
I am tied for last place.
Tied for last place.
And I play the top seed out of the East in lightweight, Adam.
Dude, Adam's got a good team. I don't know what's going on. Like, he's made some savvy moves. Carlos Hyde is blowing up for him for no reason. Raplesberger is doing so well.
Raping.
He's got OBJ, Gary Barnage. That's a solid team. He's not even playing Jamal Charles.
It sucks because he has Nelson, but I have Rodgers, so I need him not to throw to him.
Yeah, well, who the fuck else is he going to throw to?
So
yeah, his team is good. Like, his team is really good.
I'll tell you what, though.
My team's garbage.
I think Bennett's going to have another huge tight end game. I really do. I think him and Tom are on the same page. I don't know. I feel pretty confident, actually. I know he's the best team out of the East, but if I get this win, huge.
Huge. It's a momentum.
Huge. Absolutely huge. So, I'll cross my fingers. All right, let's move on to these games. All right, let's see here. All right, we did Baltimore Giants. Oh, you pick Baltimore Giants? No.
I'm going to go Giants, I guess. I can't bring myself to pick the Ravens. I hate the Ravens.
I think the Ravens are going to win.
Yeah.
Fucking turncoats over here. All right, next game. Carolina Panthers are going west across the mountains to play New Orleans. They go across a couple mountain ranges to get down to Nolans. Oh, man, this is crazy. Let's see. Who's favored? Yeah, Carolina's a 2.5-point favorite. Looks like Cam Newton's back. Cam Newton did not play last week because he did not pass the concussion protocol.
Yeah.
He got his bell rung. Carolina is looking really disappointing. Somehow Atlanta is one of the best teams in the NFL, surprisingly. So they're leading that division. Carolina is sitting towards the bottom, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there is the Super Bowl loser always does poorly.
The hangover?
There's the hangover. I can't believe how good Atlanta is. I just picked up Matt Ryan. He's the number 1 ranked quarterback in our league. Why? Why are you nodding?
Because I wanted to get him.
Oh, buddy. I'm sorry. Do you want him?
For Aaron Rodgers? Straight up? Are we doing a trade right now in the PicksCast?
Live trade.
Oh!
You have to sweeten it a little bit. Because Rodgers is good.
Let's make it sweet, baby. Let's do this. I'm in. All right. I got, and Terrell Pryor.
Terrell Pryor. Who gives a fuck about Terrell Pryor?
He gets points.
He's garbage.
What about Yeldon?
The guy you just picked up and then dumped and then picked him back up again? You think when he was just sitting there on waivers, I probably would have grabbed him if I wanted him.
Latavius Murray?
That's a move. I would be
Rodgers and Murray.
Into the Murray. Rodgers, Murray. for Matty Ice. I don't know. It is always nice to have the best guy at a position on your team. You know what I mean?
It always feels good.
Like, I already have Antonio Brown. He is the best. Anyway, we'll
get back to it.
We'll crunch some numbers. I'll get my team on it. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go Saints.
All right, I'll go Panthers. I think Cam Newton's gonna light shit up. I think he's pissed. I think he's really angry.
Pissed.
And yeah, I don't know. I think Cooks is gonna get a lot of touchdowns though for New Orleans. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Next game, Jacksonville Jaguars, also a cat, are going. Oh, that's a pretty far trip for them. They're going up to play the Chicago Bears. Both power animals going against each other. A bear definitely beats a jaguar in a fight. Let's be honest here.
A bear, but is it like multiple jaguars?
Okay, let's say 2 jaguars versus a bear. Okay.
No, you have to have like even number of pounds.
Okay, probably 3 jaguars.
I think they take him down. Haven't you seen like lions take down like an elephant before? It's insane.
Have you seen The Revenant? I'm going with bears.
DiCaprio is not a jaguar.
That movie was intense. I saw that recently.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Max. I wasn't a huge fan of
A
it.
jaguar weighs anywhere between 120 and 210 pounds. That seems light, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I don't think jaguars are that huge.
Whereas a bear, American black bear, or brown bear, 220 to 1,400 pounds.
Okay. 3 or 4 jaguars per bear. I don't know. I'm taking the bear. And you know what?
One bear, so call him 1,000 pounds. That's 5 jaguars.
Do jaguars like work as a team?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Maybe I don't know.
Not the Jacksonville Jaguars. They work as fucking a bunch of lunatics.
I think you just convinced me to take the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I mean, I'm already taking them.
I'm going Jags.
Jags.
If they're working as a team, they're taking down that bear. I'll go with that. All right, cool. Next game.
Have you ever seen clips of like a pride of lions taking down an elephant?
Yes.
It's awful, but I love it. But
It's so cool. I love that shit. Of course I would. All right, LA Rams going on a little trek.
Sneaky good, kind of.
They blew a game. They blew a game last week, but no, Max, their defense or their defensive line is one of the best in football. Donald is probably going to win Defensive Player of the Year.
Donald.
He's just.
You love him.
Is
that your new JJ Watt?
No.
Are you in love?
No, he's just insane. He's just a really good ball player. All right. And he's really good at ping pong, too.
Ping pong. I love ping pong.
I would beat him in ping pong.
I'm so bad at ping pong. I love ping pong and pool are the 2 games. I love them, and I'm so bad.
You need to come over to the house, and you need to see me and Pete play. It's insane. These points, dude, we're flying around the table. We're getting, like, sadly good. It's crazy.
I can't believe you guys aren't playing Connect 4. Did you just give up because I murdered everyone?
No, we like action games. We got a croquet set. That's the new thing. Dude, the croquet.
Very
every
nice.
morning, you're all getting up. There's like 4.
That's ridiculous.
We're just like talking in British accents, talking about like proper etiquette and shit.
Governor. Top of the morning to you.
It's awesome though. And Belle's just like walking around.
I am, without bragging, I am the best Connect 4 player I have ever seen.
You always beat me in Connect 4.
I went on a string like a year or 2 ago where I just stopped losing and I've won every single game. And I went to a bar the other night. There's a new bar on
What, 4th in Arizona?
Nickel. It's called Nickel.
Wait, where?
It's on like Santa Monica and like it's up by Mom's Bar.
Okay.
And they have games and shit like that. And I won like 30 games in a row. And then eventually I started
Wait, what type of games we talking here?
board games.
Oh.
That's like we're hipstery. But it's still a sports bar because it's got a shitload of TVs. And apparently they do a good Sunday. And I think nickel implies that they do a nickel defense. If I knew what that was.
I could not tell you.
Yeah, I'm on this pretty bad streak where I can't lose at Connect 4. So
Hey, come over.
Come at me.
Dude, come over and play. Come over and play. I'm down.
Go for it.
Connect
4.
I'm
I'm going Rams because I don't know why.
I'm going Detroit because I have Riddick, and I need him to go off, and I think he's going to have 3 touchdowns.
I thought Jaquiz was their number 1 guy now.
He's
available? You should just line your whole team with the Detroit backfield. That's power move, Dan. I mean, power moves. Do what you gotta do.
God damn it. Can you rig the fucking draft next year so I can get the fucking first pick? I hate having to do 3. It was like Antonio Brown and Julio Jones were obviously the top 2.
It wasn't obvious. Now it's obvious.
It was obvious.
Odell was up there, too.
Everyone in our league would have picked them 1 and 2. There's not one person who would have picked differently.
I'm saying, generally, the consensus was Antonio. But then Odell was up there. Julio was up there. I think what's funny is people sort of slept on David Johnson.
They did. You're right.
He is nasty.
Good.
Like,
He's good.
Is so good. And people were like, yeah, he could be like, he's like top 15. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he was far down on everybody. Yeah. Fuck. I missed out on DJ.
What the fuck?
What's going on?
So I had to do this. This is so fucking annoying. I had to do this. So I was doing these live streams for Thrillist.
Yeah.
And so the way they paid me was they had like a online thing set up that it's a payment process for them, so it makes it easier, and so we don't have to do W-2s and all this stupid shit. So it made sense at the time. But the thing, it's called Work Market, so I made an account, and now I get emails from like, I don't know who's, so theoretically you can post a job like, oh, I'm looking for an editor, or like I'm looking for a cinematographer, or I'm looking for whatever. But the posts I get are like, it's so random. Like this one says like, I need someone to help me set up my wireless router. I think it's just like old people who like do shit. I saw the one that was like, help me like move a couch. Help me like take my trash out. I'm like, what the fuck am I getting like emails about this? And I've changed my settings 1,000 times. I can't delete my profile. It's the most annoying fucking thing in the world. It's obviously like it just seems like it's old people and they're just putting jobs there. It's insane.
It's actually a good idea for a company.
What, like Craigslist?
No.
Monster.com?
It's a company where you do chores for old people, and it's like a monthly subscription they sign up for.
There is one called Fiverr. It's a nice one.
Hate to see it. All right. All right. Moving on. I picked Detroit. Plus, I think, Lions are beating the shit out of Rams. Yeah, there's no way I'm picking the Rams. You kidding me? They're going against Lions. That's just, you're insane. All right. Next, the Pittsburgh Steelers are getting in their huge, ginormous trucks, and they're going to play some Dolphins. They're trying to throw their fucking pickaxes at them. Steelers have like tools, right? They don't do pickaxes. Are they mining for steel? A Steeler? Or are they in a factory making steel?
Like factory workers?
Like, is it? I don't know. It confuses me.
I gotta tell you, I have no idea.
I have no idea. I don't know if it's people getting the steel or making the steel. Or is it both? They do the same thing. Who knows? Doesn't matter. I'm picking the Pittsburgh Steelers because Miami's not very good. And the Steelers are dope. Actually...
So the Steelers logo was introduced in 1962 based on the steel mark, the original depiction of U.S. steel. Mm-hmm. Blah blah blah. They said we should adopt that as your logo. So they're the steel industry.
So it's people in the factory making steel.
Yeah.
With hard hats and shit. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now we know.
Fucking weird.
Okay. Well, we need Pittsburgh to lose though, Max. So
they're too good. They're not gonna lose. They're not gonna lose to the fucking Dolphins. Are you shitting me?
I'll tell you what. This just seems like a trap game. This is the epitome. What is this? Like, what's that movie? American Beauty?
There's a floating bubble tape outside.
Just like wafting.
They're not losing to the fucking Dolphins.
No. I'm telling you, if I'm a gambler, you're like, oh, dude, I'll take Steelers all day. This is the epitome of that game that you lose. This is like that Detroit fucking Eagles game. This is that one of this week. This is the trap.
This is picked.
This is This is the trap game of the week. I think the Dolphins do some random shit to beat the Steelers.
Some like Wildcat shit, you mean?
I'll tell you what, though. The Pittsburgh players probably going out the night before. Just saying.
In Miami? Ooh, that's a good move.
I'll tell you what. A few of these guys probably have some Miami girlfriends. I'm just saying.
I mean.
Just saying.
I hear there's very pretty girls in Miami.
I hear there's very pretty girls in Miami. And, yeah, go with Dolphins. I'm actually feeling pretty confident about that.
Dolphins?
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
And this is one of those weeks where I, like, pick 4 or 5 games correctly. I mean, I'm going off animals. I mean, this is so stupid. Off my fantasy play. Okay, moving on. All right. The game of the week, Cincinnati Bengals, going to New England, playing the Patriots. Knock me down, Patriots. Every week, you should just have me slated. Patriots, here, guess the line.
8.
You're doing pretty good. 8.5.
Really?
Yeah. Max, doing great.
I mean, I'm pumped. I just can't wait to fucking watch this game.
Okay, Tom Brady didn't throw for 5 touchdowns, like I said, or 500 yards, but he did get 400 yards with 3 touchdowns. Yeah, Not too shabby.
He's doing fine.
And the asshole decided to say that he was rusty. That's incredible. That is absolutely
so great to have him back. Just so fucking great. They weathered the storm. Fuck the everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, this is just gonna be, I don't know.
It's gonna be a great game.
It's gonna
I told you I'm watching from the NFL offices, right?
That's right. He's going to the NFL studio.
NFL's got an office in LA, and so I'm gonna go there, watch some games
with Marshall Faulk.
Have a blast. I don't know what I wear, like Patriots stuff, I guess.
Yeah, invite him on the PicksCast.
Hey Marshall, we fucking hate the Rams.
Yeah, the whole
but definitely come on the podcast.
He like decides to do it. He's like, yeah, sure, why not, whatever. And then like the whole like questions we ask him are about the Super Bowl he lost to us.
Yeah, and then he's like, can we talk about something else? We're like, cool, fine. Would a bear beat a ram? I mean, are you serious? And he's like, I'm a professional sports analyst.
I'm like, Marshall, look, the Jaguars work as a unit against the one.
3 Jaguars, not so much. 5 Jaguars, we're talking about a whole pride of Jaguars. He's like, great.
Oh, man. Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Now I'm pumped. It'll be fun. Whatever.
No, you'll have a great time. It's in Culver City.
Yeah.
To go over there and watch. Oh, dude, you should be like, hey, Marshall, let's go to Outdoor Grill. He probably goes there all the time. That
Outdoor Grill?
Dude, it's this barbecue place right over there. It's so bomb.
I'll write it down.
Dude,
I've never heard of it.
Get that for lunch when you're over there. They'll know what you're talking about. They all probably fucking load up on that shit. All right. So we're both going Pats. That's the consensus. All right, cool. Kansas City, the Chiefs, going to Oakland. NFC West, division game. Both, Kansas City was supposed to be better than they are, but Oakland's playing well.
Story of fucking Kansas City's life. I'm going Raiders. Fuck Kansas City. They're garbage. Kansas City's garbage.
Yeah, I'm going to go Oakland too. I think that's a safe pick. Raiders are good. Hey.
There you go.
Careful the Raiders. All right. Next, the surprising Atlanta Hawks.
Woo!
They're Falcons. Sorry.
Atlanta. Atlanta Hawks?
I'm so stoked for this basketball season. You have no idea. No. By the way, Celtics fans, our team is going to be so fucking good. Our third pick in Jaylen Brown is going to be an all-star in a couple years. This kid is so dirty. He's athletic. He can guard like 3 or 4 positions. He's good around the rim. He's just dirty. Dirty.
Speaking of bad breakups, did you hear about fucking what's his name? Kevin Durant was like, it's so great to play like on like an unselfish team and like people that really play the game right and blah blah blah. They asked Russell Westbrook about it, and he just started like blinking uncontrollably, and he was like, that's cute, whatever. I don't fucking care. Like, I'll just go play with my apparently selfish teammates, blah, blah, blah. It's like the reeks of like the worst breakup.
It's... No. I thought Russell was holding back a little bit. He was like, yeah, cute. And I was like... When I saw him do that, I was just like, this NBA season is going to be so awesome. Russell Westbrook...
He's going to murder everyone.
He's going to murder everyone. Remember like the last hour of Man on Fire?
Yes.
That Denzel movie, that's going to be Russell Westbrook this entire season.
You remember the Holocaust? It's like, what?
No, he is going... If none of you have seen a Russell Westbrook basketball game or see him play, he is like the most explosive player you'll ever see.
You remember Rambo?
Yeah, remember Rambo? Imagine him playing basketball. He plays... Dude, he goes 110% on everything. He doesn't give a fuck if he breaks his neck, tears his ACL. He just goes hard, and he is going to...
Or if he like knees another guy in the neck as he's going up to dunk.
Yeah, like
it's amazing.
Basically, if you're reading the news and it's like NBA player dies who's probably being guarded by Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
There's a 95% chance that's going to happen. I mean...
I'm excited. I kind of like sneaky. I'm kind of on... I like... I want to be a big fan of Westbrook and the Thunder, I guess. But only because Kevin Durant was like such a little bitch about everything. And I love it.
Okay, he was not a little bitch about everything. I 110% disagree. Like, I get we want like our stars to go against each other. Like, it makes for better competition. But dude, he's set for life. Like, he is going to win multiple championships. He gets to live in San Francisco. Like, all the business opportunities up there. All those guys do play unselfish fucking basketball.
Yeah.
He kind of has a point. Russell Westbrook, like, as much as I love him, does not pass the ball.
No, and he's a point guard.
So I applaud Durant.
It's like a QB, like,
I don't know,
just being like, we'll do another QB sneak, and everyone's like,
It's like, no, guys, it's gonna work, but then it works.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man, I'm excited. No, but I think Durant made the best move for himself. He's gonna win at least.
But like 2 years earlier, he was like, what's up with all these like losers going to super teams?
Hey, you changed your mind.
Yeah, you're right.
Or you're an asshole like me, and people got lunch today, and so the Schmitty and Pete split sandwiches. One was a turkey sandwich, one was a fake burger. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking shit to them. You guys got the fake burger and blah, 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 blah. You know, I'd eaten before that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Pete was like, here, try this.
Mm-hmm.
Try it.
It was good.
I loved it.
Fucking
and I
idiot.
still called him an idiot.
Such an asshole.
It was, Max, was pretty good.
I know. This happens all the time with you, Dan.
Pretty
Is that you say something sucks, and
it was
then you
from
try it.
Superba. But Superba's like good, though.
Yeah, it's good. It's great. Good. Great. Hey, people change their mind. That's great.
Hey, people change their mind. I was in on it. It's like some dumb name like the hippie burger. Of course you would.
Burger.
All
So
right.
anyway, you going Hotlanta or you going Seattle?
Let's see. Do you have any players on either teams? Nope. I wish I did, though.
I'm 100% going Hotlanta.
Oh, I have Seattle defense, and I'm playing them. Seattle.
There you go.
Cool. Love it.
Peas to the peas.
Ooh, that's a bird versus bird matchup, too.
Bird on bird crime. You'll love to see it.
I don't know. It's sad. They should all get along. All right, moving on. Dallas Cowboys getting on their horses, traveling up to Green Bay, playing the Packers. This is probably the best game of the week, actually.
Really?
In terms of competition, yeah. Dallas is what, 4-1. Packers are, one of the top teams in the league-ish, kind of. It's a good game. Oh, and the drama surrounding Dak Prescott.
Dak.
This is his last game, I think, because Tony Romo's going to come back the following week because they have a bye. So basically, if Dallas goes to Green Bay and beats them, they're going to bench their quarterback that made them 5-1.
I know.
To an injury-plagued veteran.
Who sucks. Romo sucks.
No, he doesn't suck. He can ball. Look at some of his highlights.
Romo era is over.
Probably done. But that's a very interesting little situation.
It's crazy that they're just like, yeah, when he gets back, he gets the job back. Like, that's dumb.
Good problem to have, though.
Good problem to have.
So, I don't know.
Tony Romo.
I have to go Green Bay because I have Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm going Packers too.
I have to. Suck. There's just no way. I can't. And Packers are, what do you think?
3.5.
Are you looking at the lines?
No, what is it?
You're spot on.
I have them, but I didn't look.
Okay, I'll trust you. Yeah, spot on. Max.
3.5, really?
Dude, you are crushing these lines this week. You've missed one, and it was by half a point, I think.
Well, the line is like how much you think they're going to win by.
Yeah, but dude, it's tough to get these lines dead on.
Yeah.
You're pretty good. All right, moving on. Indianapolis Colts, which are horses, so they're traveling. Not crazy far trip. Going to Houston. Play the Texans. Animal
fell apart last week, huh?
Yeah. Wait, right? What happened
They
again?
lost last week to
The Raiders?
Houston beat the Titans
That's
27-20.
Yeah, and the Texans are now 3-1.
Damn, son. Okay, Texans coming in hot.
They only lost to us. And then the Raiders. Wait, what was the other team? The Colts.
Colts got shellacked by the Jaguars. Colts are 1-3. Way to go, Colts. Told you, Andrew Luck's a bust. Been saying it for years.
He doesn't have an offensive line. Did you hear about their GM called out Luck's contract this last week? Was like, it's hard to build a defense when you're paying Andrew Luck all this money.
Jesus. That's ridiculous.
Way to throw your fucking franchise quarterback under the bus.
Yeah, and I'm a free agent. Remind me to not sign with the Colts.
Yeah, way to not take responsibility. You're a fucking general manager of a football team. Take some accountability here.
Fucking loser. I hate the Colts.
Yeah, say that to someone like Bill Belichick building a team. Like, oh, okay, yeah, you just paid, too much money out to players who aren't useful.
Ryan Grigson? What a sleazeball.
You can't be doing that. General managers never have comments like that out there. I don't know how he's whatever.
This guy looks like he always stinks.
Whoa. You know who he looks like?
He looks like he has mustard on his shirt.
He looks like the guy in Home Alone 1 that's the neighbor that wears all black with Elaine. Remember Elaine was in Home Alone 1? Or no, Christmas Vacation. Sorry.
Jesus Christ. I was like,
Remember
no idea what you're talking about.
Remember Christmas Vacation, Clark Griswold? Remember their neighbors that are always perturbed by them?
I don't really remember.
Whatever. He looks like him. The neighbor. All right, cool.
Fuck the Colts. I'm definitely going Texans now.
I'm going...
Fuck that.
Oh, it's a Sunday night game.
Ooh.
Are you sure about that?
Am I sure that it's a Sunday night game?
No, are you sure that you want to go Houston if it's a Sunday night game? Can't you see Luck just going off?
Yeah, no, I can't.
Okay, I think he is. Colts win.
Colts, you got it.
Dude, one of us is going to crush these picks this week.
Big time.
Probably not me. All right, Monday night game. The Jets are flying to Arizona to play some Cardinals. They're both in the air, but one's man-made and one's an actual animal.
One's man-made and one's God-made.
And one has swallowed up many birds, and also crashes itself because of the birds.
Because of the birds.
It's kind of kamikaze-ish on the bird's part. Well, then who wins that? If it's a flock of birds, a couple of birds get in the engine, plane crashes, the flock's still up there, even though a couple are dead.
So then
I'm going Cardinals.
the birds win that. So then, for example, if 5 jaguars fight a bear, and 4 of the jaguars die, and the one bear dies.
Oh shit! We never thought about this.
Who wins?
It's last man standing.
Yeah,
Has to be.
I say it has to be. I suppose you're right. So the bear has to kill all 5.
I picked the Jaguars, right? Yeah, you convinced me. Yeah, I picked the right pick.
That's a good
See?
pick.
Great pick.
I mean, I'm obviously going Cardinals. The Jets are garbage.
They had that one good game against Buffalo.
Yeah.
And then Fitzpatrick,
It's not going to do it.
Fitz6, whatever they call him, he's done. He's throwing so many picks, Max.
Fitzgibbons.
Here, you ready for this? Oh, my God. Unbelievable. All right, here we go. NFL. Stats. Let's see. Fitzpatrick.
Fitzy. Way to use the fucking internet, damn.
This is going really good. Here we go. Here. It doesn't even have his whatever. He's throwing a lot of picks. Okay, here's his.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I'm out. Can you you a damn laptop? What's his stats this year?
5 okay. Completion percentage 57.8. Solid 57.8. Yards 1267 with 5 touchdowns, 10 interceptions for a whopping 64.7 quarterback rating. Heads up.
Good thing he held out for that contract.
Yeah, for shit.
He looks like he's supposed to be good though.
He appears as though
He appears like he's smart. He went to Harvard. He's got this beard. He's got this tough thing going on. But no, he's... Wow.
So, Matt Ryan is right now the number 1 ranked QB with a 69%, you love to see it, quarterback or completion rate. 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Wow.
121.6 rating. That's outrageous.
Where's Tom on that list?
Tom Brady is theoretically rated better because he only played 1 game.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You love to see it. You really do.
Hell yeah.
So those are the picks. Do we have any? We didn't even tweet out
cards.
questions. We didn't even tweet out questions. Should I just look through the Twitter?
The only one that I saw was, did you see that did you see that the NFL is not allowing teams to tweet?
Oh, yeah. I actually saw that tweet. It was from Billy.
How fucking
ridiculous
is that?
I was gonna. I'm glad you brought that up because I was gonna answer him on the Twitter, but now that we
it's the most insane thing. It was an article. Is the NFL's like, hey.
No. This is what it was. I think part of it was they want to be able to monetize whatever they can of in-action footage, right, of stuff going on. But I think also too is I think the main reason is I think they want to control the message surrounding the protests. And if you have people who are working for them, you can see people in the crowd being like, saying stuff about the NFL, this, that, and the other thing.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
I think
interesting.
I didn't think I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I think that the NFL really wants to control their messaging and what they're putting out there in terms of content. That's like that because a lot of it could be negative. That's on the field or stuff surrounding it, and people talking shit or like people. I don't know.
It's unbelievable, but teams can. But then the NFL comes out and they're tweeting memes and fucking like jokes and shit like that and highlights.
But they want to have control over that.
It's like fucking unbelievable.
I know.
God, unreal.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. But yeah, it's just them want to have as much control and make as much money as possible, and they don't give a shit.
It's amazing.
So, yeah, it's crazy. Then like, what is it? 8% of what? I read this somewhere. 8% of the breast cancer awareness
money goes to actual
chair. I think it's only 8%.
All that pink fucking gloves and shit. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it really does. Not a huge fan, by the way. I know Tom Brady doesn't like to make the news, but someone asked him about Donald Trump in the comments, and he walked off the fucking podium.
Yeah, because the guy was baiting him.
He was baiting him. But
the guy was like, "What do you think? Did you hear that Trump said you should grab women by the pussy?" And then he said, "It's just locker room talk. What do you think about that?" And Tom just laughed in his face, was like, "Thanks, bye." It's a power move. I liked the move a lot.
Tom Brady's friends with Donald Trump.
I am not.
He is. He's friends with him. They're friends. I don't like that. Hey.
Well, fucking.
Actually, no. Tom probably has the best times with him. Donald probably just talks shit the entire time, and Tom's just like, "Oh my god, this is just getting better. Go on, Donald." Yeah.
The most entertaining afternoon I could possibly imagine.
Giselle's just sitting with her mouth open, like, "Holy shit."
She's like, "I don't speak English. Fuck this."
Anything else you want to talk about? Add questions?
That was pretty much it. Greg Hardy's going to be an MMA fighter. I think that's hilarious. That's it. That's it for me.
That's it. We're out.
Make sure to follow the PicksCast on Twitter at PicksCast. Tweet us questions or whatever you want to do. Subscribe on iTunes. Subscribe on SoundCloud. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one. See you next week. Go Pats.
Peace.
And Jaguars.
And Jaguars.